You know, sometimes you just need to get away. You need to find a place with a beach and a cabana, a special palm tree, maybe a beautiful flower lay around your neck. You want your drink of your choice. Maybe you're a pina colada person, or maybe you like sex on the beach drink right there. No matter what it is, you just want to go to paradise. Well, today on POS Uncensored, we're taking you to paradise. Not the paradise you're thinking about. We're thinking of Paradise POS. And the man, the myth, the legend, the person who's going to tell us all about the Paradise POS is Mr. Matt Proctor. Matt, how are you, sir? And are you ready to help us understand a little bit more about how we can go be in paradise?
I love the introduction, buddy. Yes, let's
See, I don't prep
paradise.
I don't prep anyone, and I don't even actually think about what I'm going to say before I get there. So if I mess it up, we're all in trouble. But that was all on the cuff. All right,
that's why it's uncensored, you know.
That's it.
So yes, we're excited to go to paradise and talk about all the great benefits of this software today. For any of you who are not familiar with it, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. So great software, easy to use.
Paradise, one of the longest standing point of sale systems, and maybe, depending how you break it up, there's still, we have lots of systems that have been around, but Paradise is certainly, as part of the POS team / POS pros team in the PayProTec Nation world, was one of those first ones, and certainly the first one that gave us the opportunity to do dual pricing, cash discounting pricing, differential pricing, whatever you want to call it. We'll call it Edge in our PayProTec world now. They brought it into us. And so tell me about your first memories of Paradise. Because, I think at the time we had two options. We still could work with all, like we always have. We could work with Micros or Aloha. We could do, I think we had some local ones here with that I just branked on the that helps if I remember the POS name. I was Easy Dine, Easy Retail. But in swoops Paradise, and also we had at the time Salta POS. We don't mention that; no longer exists. Went to Night Funk. Ooh, outside gone. No, never mentioned it. But we did have Paradise. Tell me about your first memories of Paradise.
So when we first partnered with Paradise, we actually already had a partnership with Hot Sauce POS. So we had that for the big legacy system, and then we actually were selling a good amount of NCR Silver. I don't know if you remember that, Nate. NCR Silver and Silver Pro. Excuse me. And what's great about Paradise is in comes Paradise with an option that actually combined the two NCRs, Silver and Silver Pro. So Silver was more just QSR. It was very easy to use, but was limited on several things. Silver Pro was great for a full service restaurant, but was very expensive. Next thing you know, we have this partnership with Paradise where their monthly is even less than both the NCRs, but now can do full service and can do quick service and has all these other bells and whistles that we weren't getting with NCR. All right, like layaway, like customer database, all these great things. And we're like, well, this is a nice solution. It's still an iPad, so it's easy to use, just like we were selling with NCR. But now, just in this $49 license, it does 10 times more than what a regular system was. And we found that it was a great replacement for Clover and for Square, as an all-in-one system. So yeah, that's really kind of how it's grown, is that we only had a couple solutions back then. And that's when Paradise kind of came to the fold. That was, 8 years ago, more than 8 years ago. And so it's been a great partnership ever since.
And for partners who have been with us the whole time, they have certainly placed a lot of Paradise. We've run multiple promotions, all kinds of things, but let's set the basics of the hardware solution and how it's changed. When it first came to us, it was, I don't even remember what the payment device was, but it was all iPad and only iPad. And how were we taking, I don't even remember what were we, because
it was a Castle V3.
Right. That's right. I couldn't even remember, something I know we don't use anymore. So tell us how that has changed and evolved on the hardware that they're able to work on, and what some of the bells and whistles that go along with that type of hardware, and then the payment devices.
Yeah. So once they wrote to PAX a couple of years ago, and that kind of changed everything and opened the door, which is nice. We have slowly phased out the V3s. They still have some in their warehouse if we have to replace one, but that's pretty much gone. We're doing, the PAX S300s, which now those are going into life. We switched to PAX A35s, but that opened the door to not only have another iPad to be able to walk around and take an order, at a table or something like that. There was no payment device with that. So now that opened the door to PAX A920s, where they can have this nice handheld device, be able to use as a line buster in the quick service environment or in the table service environment, be able to walk around, order and pay at the table. And going along with that, they have not released it yet, but they're releasing an Android version of Paradise, a little spoiler, that will work on other PAX devices like the 700 and 800. So we're waiting to hear still on when that would be released, but that's different hardware. It looks sleek, customer-facing display built in where they don't have to have a second iPad. So that's something that we've talked about for quite a while with the Paradise team. And so I'm not sure, Nate, if it's going to be Q1 or if that's still in the works, but they definitely have evolved, and writing to PAX was a big game changer for them with updating their payment devices and adding that mobility that they really didn't have before. So that was good.
Now we were talking beforehand, before we went live and recording this, a lot of partners that are very loyal to Paradise. And so I'm setting this up because if you want to learn deep ins and outs of Paradise, we have several other recordings on that, specifically where we went through a lot of the features and things. And today I want to set about more just the extreme differentials. But I want to ask this question: what causes some of our partners to be very loyal to Paradise? What are the things that Paradise does for them that makes them loyal? That they say, man, because we have a few partners that when it comes to that's the only POS they really want to offer, even in whether it's retail, liquor store, they want to use it all. Sometimes probably not the best decision. To a fault. But some of it is the right decision because they're loyal to it. What makes them loyal? Why do they like Paradise so much?
It's really two things, and this comes from years of feedback and working with these partners for a long time. The first one being the support, because POS is only as good as the support. It doesn't matter how many amazing bells and whistles it has. If they can't get someone on the phone or they can't get assistance when needed, then it's worthless. And so our agents have gotten to know Daniel and Vicky and Kathy and Jason and Gerald. When they're calling in to Paradise, they get to know them. They're getting an answer every time. It's one of our few systems, unfortunately, that when you dial in, no matter what, someone is picking up the phone call. Doesn't matter if you're calling at 3 a.m, you're calling in at 2 p.m. And then they're going to direct your call, whether that's to a support tech. If you've been working with Freddie, you can ask for someone in particular that you know. So our agents really get to know them. And then the second thing is really ease of use. It's our only system where our agents feel so comfortable, they can just hold down the screen. Look, let's add a button. And if they do one training with the Paradise team, they're off and running. It's that easy to use compared to some of our more complex systems where they need multiple training. They have to go through a whole back office training and front of house training. And Paradise, they only need one or two, and the agents can help them schedule it. That's even better. There's a link where the agent be like, "Look, schedule. When are you available? Let's just lock this in." And some of our systems, we don't have that. We don't have a calendar where they can just schedule out when they're going to do their install and things like that. So those are the two biggest things I've seen and heard throughout the years. And I've had my own Paradise merchants. I still do right here in this city that just love it because it's easy to use and they can call in and get support right away. And me, even as the old agent that when I was, makes my life simple.
So as we've been going through all the different systems that use are really right fits for hospitality, and we're kind of the last of the POS systems that we're resellers and are strong strategic partners with. There are lots and lots of systems that we can integrate with. What causes Paradise and what excites you? What are some of the top 3 or 4 features that set it apart maybe from some of the other systems? Man, if this is the most important feature to them, make sure you present Paradise as an option. What are some of those features?
Well, it's our most versatile solution. It's really our only one that is a hybrid and does retail and restaurant. Most softwares are just, I mean, they're one or the other, cut and dry. And so that opens the door to for more agents to be able to sell it because it can do your local tire shop and the boutique over here, but then it also could do the taqueria and print into the kitchen at KDS screen or online ordering. So I think that sets them apart from our other softwares that are only going one direction. They also do layaway and house accounts really well. Most of our systems either don't do it or they really don't do it well. So being able to have, and this is more of those mom and pop shops, okay, where they know Charlie's coming in every single week. And so, yeah, oh, Charlie will pay next time. I can put it on his account. I can bill him at the end of the month. We don't see that a lot with some of the other softwares we have. So I personally think that kind of separates them out from our other softwares. And yes, on the restaurant side, they can do everything that our other restaurants do. But I'll always be honest with you guys. I would keep them more for the smaller environment, okay? Because it is an iPad system. It can get bogged down if there's too much going on. So if you did come to me and say, Matt, I've got this large location. They also do music venues, blah, blah, blah. They need 8 stations and 15 handhelds. All right. Am I going to immediately go to Paradise? No, because that is a lot. That's a lot of bandwidth, a lot to handle where we've got other systems that do that a little better. So keep that in mind, guys. This is 1 to 3 stations, 2 stations and a handheld, that type of thing. Amazing for that environment. And like I said, we lean on their support. Their support is so good. They are in Texas, so you get the y'all, you get a little twang to it, but people love it. And all their support's in Texas 24/7.
Perfect. I mean, and we're going to keep this one short, Matt. I mean, I'll bring both of us up on that, but the best thing is we have in this, last 10 years of building this POS Pros team, building the pipeline, we've seen lots of POS systems come in, lots of POS systems leave. One of the things I can say about a Paradise is once they're here, they've been here the whole time. No POS system is perfect. Nothing ever goes 100% all the time, but that they're still here and they've been here. Same with Hot Sauce, same with some of our other systems, but there are a lot of other systems that we won't mention. I whispered one that they go by the long side because they can't scale with us. Paradise has stuck it out, figured out how to go from level to level. Each time you add a magnitude of new customers, it takes a little bit of work, but they've built a process that works. And I'm looking forward to seeing what this looks like as they've written this Android version to go on the 500 and 600 and the other PAX devices. It's going to be very interesting to see how our merchants and our partners respond to that. But tell us a little bit of what it's like working with Paradise and their team. You mentioned it from our partner state, but from you being able to work for almost 8 years with this POS company.
Well, I've gotten to know them, really well. I'm seeing you and not me.
Oh, hey, I hit the wrong button. I didn't notice. Thank you for that because I was just going to stare.
Good. But yes, I just gotten to know them really well throughout the years. How responsive they've been if there's an issue, that's huge. Knowing that you can get in touch with the right person, get something fixed right away, all the way up to Jesse, one of the owners, where Jesse will call me, Matt, here's what we need, X, Y, and Z. Or I know I can call him at any point to get something done. So that's really been really the best part of the last 8 years is growing those friendships, growing those partnerships. And that's better for you guys because if there's an issue on the agent level, we can get everyone involved we need to, all the way up to the ownership. And so that's what we want in all of our POS partners. We don't want to bring on another software if we don't have that kind of support, and that kind of control. And then being able to do EPX, do Edge program, I mean, that's a game changer. We want that with every one of our merchants. We're saving them money on their bottom line. But yeah, great partners. I can't say enough about them.
Love it. So we're thankful for Paradise. And as we close out, for those who are watching this on demand later in the year, but today is November 21st. It's our 1 week from Thanksgiving. It's our last episode in the month of November before December hits. So I'm going to give Matt his opportunity for his Thanksgiving greetings. And I didn't tell him he was going to have to do this. So it's good. Just like my intros are off the cuff, so are his Thanksgiving greetings. Matt, what would you say to our partners as we enter into this Thanksgiving week 2024?
I would like to say a big thank you to all of our partners out there, whether you've already done business through the POS office, whether that's something you're going to be doing in the future. But I give thanks to you because you're out there. You're working hard, boots on the ground. I can't do what I do and what my team does without you and your support and you being willing to listen and educate yourselves and have us help you sell point of sale systems and take care of your merchants. I mean, we're all here for the merchants. And if we take care of them, that means that you're getting taken care of. So we want everyone to have a blessed holiday, safe travels. A lot of people travel for this holiday. And please, stretchy pants, eat lots of food, watch some football, and really take that long weekend to yourself. You deserve it. Thank you very much for all you do.
Awesome. Thank you Matt. Thank you for what you do. We hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family. We hope you're celebrating a big IU victory over that team in Columbus on Saturday. And may Michigan, as I will take my family to watch Michigan Northwestern, may we win that game too. And we can't wait till a little bit of turkey and go Lions next Thursday. May they lose this Sunday. Go Colts. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time on POS Uncensored. Bye, everybody.